This is the Real Pod Newscast with Levon Putney with a quick check on what's going on. So here's my man to get into it.
Hey, made it to another weekend. Now let's hurry up and get to it. I've got a Christmas tree to get, beers to drink.
My favorite stories of the day.
And it is that time of year when holiday cheer turns into being ticked off over some slimy thief stealing that box of somebody's present delivered to the home, or when somebody thinks destroying $29,000 worth of property is some funny prank. Yeah, safe to say both are happening right now. And even KIRO TV 7 Seattle has proof the latter went down Tuesday before Thanksgiving when police in Centralia, Washington say some person or people slashed cables and wires to the city's Christmas lights display at a local park. It was set up for an annual holiday fundraiser to pay for food and gifts for families who need that help. That's what this vandal or vandals messed up. Well, not quite. Park staff spent that weekend after Thanksgiving replacing and fixing the Christmas lights. The display went back on display this past Friday, while local police tracked down the haters who did this. A 50-year-old guy in Gainesville, Florida, is accused of throwing a log at a woman. Police tell the Alachua Chronicle it was a big log that this dude picked up and threw at the open window of a car the woman was in. It's around 4:20 in the morning, 3 Wednesdays ago, which is very late to be throwing big logs at cars, but cops say he did because he was mad that driver was about to leave with another woman in the car, whom he did not want to leave. Well, police say he tried to block her from getting in the car, but when that didn't work, bam, big log hits car. Driver gets out to go after the 50-year-old for logging her ride, and cops say he poked her in the eye and then ran off. The Chronicle went on to report the officer on the case went to the guy's job because sounds like they all know each other. He didn't show up for work. The cop started calling and leaving voicemail messages. No answer until about 4 hours later when they say he called the cop and denied everything. The officer did not believe him. And that's why he was eventually arrested, charged with domestic battery and throwing a deadly missile into a vehicle. That's the actual charge they say was filed before the judge released him while the case plays out. Well, it sounds like this man wanted this car like a dope fiend wants a hit. CT Insider is reporting a 26-year-old guy in Waterbury, Connecticut is accused of following a woman home, then pushing her down, taking her key fob, and stealing her car. Police tell CT Insider this happened 3 Sundays ago on the 23rd, and cops say they later found the car, but did not say if they returned it to the owner. Well, it didn't matter because cops pointed out the guy still had the key fob. Now, police did not say, or CT Insider did not print where exactly that car was, but wherever it was, old dude stole it a second time. That following Wednesday, a few days later. Cops apparently know when it was stolen because they say an hour later, officers were passing by a gas station on West Main Street and said, there it is. On West Main Street is where police say this car thief was hiding in plain sight. They arrested him, and that is when this all started making sense. See, first, the car was a 2015 Honda Civic. Now, I'm not hating on Civics, but who goes through that amount of trouble to steal a Honda Civic twice? And the second thing is, the first thing I said, to start this story, it sounds like this man wanted this car like a dope fiend wants a hit. Guess what cops say they found on this 26-year-old? Give you a hint. Late Whitney Houston once called it whack. Crack, fentanyl, too. And one more note. CT Insider or police did not say if that woman got her stolen Civic back, but would you take it back? Dude really seems to want that car. Hopefully cops got the key fobs from him this time, but still, wouldn't be surprised if he gets out of jail and goes to try for a third time. It is a charm. Okay, so far we've got dedicated car thieves, log tossers, Christmas light killers. Yeah, we should balance this out with a little kindness. This story has been making the rounds in newscasts and social media. The Associated Press is reporting a 22-year-old Australian man came across an 88-year-old man at a grocery store in Brighton, Michigan, west of Detroit. The young man was visiting, started talking to the older guy, asking why was he working as a cashier at a grocery store at his age. Youngster asked that question. For real. Well, the 88-year-old answered, told him he's a General Motors retiree. His wife died 7 years ago, and he does not have enough income. This older guy was saying all this to some 22-year-old strange Australian dude with an accent who just happened to have 7.7 million followers on TikTok. 7.7, that's TikTok famous, right? Yeah. Well, he posted a video of the retiree explaining all of this, posted it so his fans or followers could see, and started a GoFundMe page, and wow, did people pitch in. Wow is right on a giant oversized check level. Over 15,000 donations came into this GoFundMe, and last Friday, the 22-year-old went back to that grocery store holding that giant check for $1.7 million. The 88-year-old said he'll probably work another month or two. Yeah, right, come on. But after that, he said he'll shut things down and then go visit his brother and pick up golf again. Back in a moment. But before the break, a word from the Jams podcast.
Blazing the best hip-hop, R&B, reggae, soca.
You can download the Jams Podcast Mix for free. Just Google search Jams Podcast Mix.
It's Jams Hour Mix with Greg H. And now, a moment of peace.
Safari over. Grab that mic and recorder. Let's go. Simba, it is all yours, buddy. Let's get the hell out of here. Got me messing with these cats.
Thank you for this moment of calmness, brought to you by the ASMR Network, where...
And now for the world around us.
And my first reaction to this next story was just throw some snowballs at them. But then again, if cops say the white stuff was being used as a weapon, a snowball is like bringing a knife to a snowblower fight. CTV News is reporting a 57-year-old was out using his blower last Sunday morning in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and they say it was about 9 in the morning Sunday. They also say he then got into an argument with someone outside. So someone, maybe a neighbor, who knows? So add all that together. Sounds like that snowblower was heard at 9 in the morning on a Sunday. But police say that 57-year-old settled the argument by turning his snowblower into a shotgun and fired snow all on whoever he was feuding with. And instead of the person who got shot reaching down to grab a big ball of snow to be their knife, no, that person called the cops. And Sault Ste. Marie police came. Charged the snowblower guy with assault for shooting snow at a person who would call police on somebody for shooting snow. CTV said nobody was hurt, just the pain of a stream of white stuff to the face. A Swiss architect drew up a doozy of a proposal to help with a housing shortage by building a 65-story skyscraper in the Alpine Valley, between the Matterhorn, one of the 4 highest peaks in the Alps, and the Gornergrat Ridge. I forgot to look up the pronunciation. Too late. I'm not doing this again. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. Mountains to the left, mountains to the right is the bottom line. This apartment building is called Lena Peak, and the lower half will include affordable units for locals, while the upper 30 floors, the upper half, will go to wealthy visitors. Now, the village's 5,800 people living there year-round already gets swallowed up there by the 40,000 tourists during the winter. And if that's the case, proportionally, locals should only take a couple floors. I mean, the math is not mathing. Now to a couple from Sweden who checked into an Airbnb the Sunday before last while on a trip to Istanbul, Turkey. And they knew something was off right off when it got there, and then read a note left on one of the beds. And the guy posted a picture of it on Reddit. It said, "Use only to sleep, no other activities." The note left on a bed. This is an Airbnb host who was being a bit unrealistic with that kind of request. But wait, there's more, because a story on this in the New York Post explained the couple found another note on a TV remote. That one read, "Use only to turn the TV on and off." And I started to say, what else would the remote be used for? But I'm not at, better not. Don't ask. And just when the couple was done finding notes, one more explained the neighbors are sensitive to noise, which explains a lot, but not everything. Like, why chase away return business to satisfy some big-eared neighbor? Back in a moment.
Expensive plastic surgery.
You're covered.
Even if you accidentally get a French fry stuck up your nose.
You're covered.
Only $49.99 if you order today.
212-555-5555.
I know this is really what's Nigel's kid.
The Workout Kit, 212-555-5555.
Baby, do you really love me?
Call now. $99 shipping and handling added to cost.
Boy, bye.
Sometimes an aroma is so alluring.
Excuse you? I know, I'm sorry, but you smell wonderful. What are you wearing?
Can you please, back up and stop putting your nose on me?
Not even strangers, friends, family, or coworkers can resist a sweet scent.
I'm reporting your nose.
What's up with what's going down, though?
Yeah, what's up with earthquake alerts out west that cannot tell what an earthquake is? Sky News is reporting people in Nevada and California were going about their day last Thursday when their phone sirens went off or started buzzing because the U.S. Geological Survey warned a magnitude 5.9 earthquake hit near Dayton, Nevada. And folks in and around San Francisco got the drop and cover earthquake alerts too. But there was no earthquake. And seismologists think the false alarm may have come from noise triggers, maybe like large vehicles rumbling by, explosions, or construction. We're trying to go to Mars. But an earthquake detector sends everybody ducking for cover because it can't tell that a big truck's passing by.
You gotta stay strong. Slammy's got a shoulder to lean on. Never gave him that bone. Before he went to his home, they popped my dog, y'all.
And that'll do it for the 99th Real Pod Newscast. I don't have anything special planned for Tuesday's 100th and final show of the season. Well, at least not yet. If something pops into my head, I'll try it. But in case it misses anyone's ears on Tuesday, I cannot explain how much I appreciate you all listening and supporting. I know I say it all the time, but I mean it all the time. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Talk to you Tuesday.
This has been the Real Pod Newscast with Levon Putney from Show Enough Productions. And for more, hit up the website, realpodnewscast.com. That's real with 2 E's. This is Big Daddy Marty Allen. Thanks for listening.
A Swiss Army knife. A Swiss architect drew up a doozy of a proposal to help with a housing shortage. Show enough.